Alonzo's up with the bases.
Yeah, I could feel
Drunk.
it. No.
Drunk as a skunk.
Drunk and sour.
And here comes Pipe Alonzo.
The bases
Talk
are
about
falling
the perfect
down
storm.
Mr. Alonzo up.
Speaking of drunk
the
and
bases
stoned.
are actually puking over the balcony.
I have converted to the Martian Manhunter. God bless you. Tommy's had a couple of how do you do little sips. He's getting back in. He's dipping the toe in the water.
Couple of how do you do.
He's dipping the toe in the water, America. He's coming back. and trust me, you think he's funny now. Wait till he's stoned. Anyway, this is 90 Don't Disagree. The redoubtable one. The question one. I'm sorry, question one. I keep going. Law Dog. The dog of the law.
What were you saying?
I call him the highlight question one. That is me. This is Gummy Yoda. And by the way, I have Big Pipey again. 2 shots.
Nope.
Pipe Alonzo, 2 shots over the left field wall over there.
Score on that.
Fucking boom, boom, boom. As we're speaking, Pete Alonzo hits a run. Sack fly scores a run. See, on cue.
Bada bing.
On cue.
Bada bing.
So IDD Fields Victory segment 4. It is 4 because it's a Freestyle Friday, and we don't give a fuck, America. We just don't give
Ain't nothing to do tomorrow.
Nothing to do tomorrow. It's like, it's Friday.
Goddamn.
You got shit to do. I got no job.
Oh, that'd be a good one to watch tonight.
I am
Just
going to
give
watch
it a little
tonight.
bit for me.
Friday will be happening tonight.
Friday was great.
Friday and double stuffed Oreo.
On my neck, on my back, on my neck, in my back. I'm gonna sue you for $10,000. But I'll settle out of court right now for
$20.
$20.
Laney, be off that crack, man.
See, it's Friday, or it's Dazed and Confused, or it's fucking. They're all wonderful. Anyway, segment 4, NFL draft. We are 13 days away from the draft. Now, look, this is obviously, as you know, he's a diehard Giants fan. What happened this week in terms of projections they went off the rails with this. And again, I'm not saying they're wrong. The Giants have a lot of choices here. It's probably more, but we also know that probably more the GM than even the coach. These guys, they're on the hot seat. They're on the hot seat. They brought in 2 veteran quarterbacks who both at once upon a time could play, and in spot duty, they both can probably still play at a pretty good level. But that does not address all the issues. Yeah. So but this is the thing. Normally, you'd say if you're sitting at 3 and Shedeur Sanders is there,
you take him.
You take him. But
if Abdul Carter's there,
if Abdul Carter is also there, or if Travis Hunter is
I was gonna say, you think Travis Hunter could be there too? I mean, that's a no-brainer.
If you're the Giants, you have a conundrum.
He's so good, bro.
You got a conundrum. What if they're all there?
He might be the best player.
If it's Shedeur and Abdul, I think I go Abdul.
Okay.
If it's Shedeur and Travis, I think I go Shedeur.
See, this is my question. It's so funny to see. This is what we're talking about with the Dago.
Yeah.
We're on different. We exist on a different plane. He can say. I was thinking. He just pops it right.
You were thinking that?
Yes. I was going to ask you the question. You already answered before I asked it. What do you do if that's what you answered the question?
Yeah.
This is chemistry.
But let me ask you this: you think Shedeur is the best quarterback by far in the draft? Like by far? Like,
say that one more time.
Can't miss on Shedeur.
No,
like,
I don't
couldn't
think
you wait
I don't think
and get a guy like a Will Howard or something? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. That's another thing. You don't think Shedeur can't miss?
I don't think he's can't miss. I think there's potential that he's not.
Is he can't miss because of what he brings?
I think
to the table?
Travis Hunter can't miss.
Is he not can't miss because of what he brings to the table, or because of the table he might be going to?
I think he might not be can't miss because, like you've always said, the talent he played against is not as good as
the other two
the
guys.
SEC and
the ACC,
and the other conferences. So it's hard to fully judge. Is he as good as we saw when we saw him at his best?
Yeah.
Or the thing you like about him is he's Deion's son. He knows what the NFL is about.
He doesn't lack for confidence.
Right. He knows what this life is.
I would say he's a real confident dude.
And his quarterback, that's everything.
And we saw him in big games and big situations come through. He's got a good mindset for that. So I wouldn't be concerned about that.
Okay.
It's just talent level it's a little unsure because he did it at Jackson State in Colorado, not
Alabama and Georgia. Sure.
Miami, like the other guys.
All right. Well,
but I still like him.
Competition aside, because that's certainly on the table.
He's definitely good
at the end of the day, talent is talent.
Yeah.
And regardless of what you're playing against, when you can throw a ball across your body, 35 yards, going the wrong way off the wrong foot with a guy flying in the rain. In the rain, and you drop a dime, I don't care who the fuck is on the other side. If they were there and they were there, you just made a better throw. Yeah. He can do stuff like that. Look, my whole thing about him, it's not about what he brings, it's about where he's going. That's my thing. I think
that's
it's more
every
about
quarterback mostly,
no,
right?
well, for the most part. There are some quarterbacks
that no matter what
they're going to be great.
Yeah,
man.
And I don't know if he's that.
Where does he go if he doesn't go in the top?
Well,
three?
you know the Raiders.
Yeah.
Tom Brady and him have a connection.
Yeah, they do. That is true.
Saints are at 9. I don't think he gets out of the top 10.
Saints would be
Where are the
a
Jets?
good spot. I don't know about the Jets.
Where are they picking?
Jets are 7.
Jets are 7. They're picking.
They got they brought the kid in from
Fields.
Justin Fields.
Right, but I mean the Giants brought in fucking 2 guys.
Fields is 25, 24.
He's young.
He's young.
25
The other guys are over 30.
Yeah.
They're not. No, they're gonna.
Saints would be a nice little spot for him.
Well,
Saints at 9.
Kuiper just had a mock with him going to the Saints,
and he's kind of big city fun. Dion's kind of
The
possessed.
Saints got receivers.
New Orleans that'd be a nice.
Saints got receivers.
They do.
Olave, the other kid there,
Yep.
they've got receivers. The Saints. He wouldn't lack for weapons.
Who's the guy?
Kamara's still there. Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
He would not
He's like
lack
50
for.
though.
Dude, when he's on the field,
He's still good.
He's still good.
No, he's great.
He's great. I'm saying, but if this guy's a dual threat, he can run too. I don't care.
Shador's not really a
He can
runner.
run. He won't have to with that receiving core, but he could.
Yeah,
And then there's the Raiders at 6, who him and Tom Brady worked out with.
If the Saints don't take him,
Pete Carroll's
nobody
the
really
coach.
needs a quarterback. Other than maybe the Colts. Nobody got Anthony Richardson,
So
right?
what is the?
I don't know about Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're very mad. They're mad at him.
Yeah.
It's not about his talent level.
And the Falcons
he's
got
not getting it
Penis,
as a leader.
so they're good there. And then the Cardinals have Shorty Wap.
But here's my thing.
Who was in the playoffs just 2 years ago?
Yeah. Oh,
What-
yeah.
actually,
What
last
are
year
they
they could do.
saying that the Browns are going to do? Why wouldn't the Browns take him?
The Browns, to me, are the one that has to take a quarterback because the Deshaun Watson thing is over.
So
Does anybody really think that?
No way.
Does anybody really think
They already admitted it was the bad
it's
deal.
over?
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
See, to me, I don't know how they're like I'm saying, they're both these quarterbacks should be gone after 2. Because
They just signed Joe Flacco today.
I know that
The Browns?
It was the Browns, or was it? Yeah, the Browns did.
The Browns re-signed
Yeah.
him again. So
That
he's
makes you-
probably going to
makes
be
you wonder.
starting.
Jesus.
I'm just saying.
That franchise. Man.
The thing is, the biggest mistake in sports, this side of Babe Ruth and Tom Brady, is
Watson.
Watson.
The first ever
Watson.
fully guaranteed contract
For a guy-
went to that guy.
Yeah.
When you knew what was happening.
When you knew he was a slime ball on a
Even
sea
if
of
you
pus.
didn't think he was a slime ball, it was a lot of smoke.
Right.
A lot of smoke around.
There's a lot of
Ron,
smoke.
when
He
there's
was-
smoke,
There's
usually fire.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But even if you were like, nah, man, nah, he didn't do it.
I'm just saying.
Lot
So
of smoke.
what are they saying that Cleveland's going to do? Because why are they thinking that
They might wait.
Shador's going to
See, they kept Garrett. They signed Myles Garrett to that huge deal.
They did. And
They
Detroit
bring
tried
in,
to get him.
Now,
They
but the
couldn't
thing
get
is,
him.
they bring in Flacco. That doesn't mean they're not drafting a rookie quarterback. Flacco's a great veteran to learn from.
Yep.
That to me tells me they're more likely to take
still
a
paying
quarterback.
him.
So if I'm
waive
the
him.
Giants at 3, it's. I don't think they're both there. I think they're both gone. Is it Travis Hunter or the linebacker from Penn State? What's it? Butler? What his name is? Not Butler. Is it Butler?
Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter. Butler.
See, that's where I think like.
If you're the Giants, who do you take?
Well, I feel like the dominant edge rusher is more of a game changer than
He
any
is.
other wide receiver.
He is. You have a one.
Because you have a legitimate one in Neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't have a great quarterback, but that's beside the point.
No, but Flacco is serviceable. He's won a Super Bowl as a starter.
No, you're talking about Giants. You're talking about,
I'm talking about the
Russell Wilson.
Oh, I'm talking
Russell the Love Muscle.
who's also won a Super
And
Bowl.
Jason Winston. And
Jameis.
famous Jameis.
Jameis, I'll throw it to you. I'll throw it to
And
me.
Tommy
and
DeVito.
DeVito.
Don't forget about Tommy.
It's Tommy Bagadonis DeVito to you.
Fucking
Tommy
Joey.
Bagadonis.
Tommy Bagadonis DeVito.
It's Joey Buttafuoco.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so
Stiff.
to me, I think a dominant edge rusher
Game changer.
is a game changer in a way. And you got to build on the trenches.
Yeah.
They've tried.
But
They
if
haven't
Travis
really
Hunter's
hit.
there,
The
you've got a receiver
Philadelphia
and a
Eagles
quarterback.
proved that the game still
He's
won.
more Dion than his son. Travis Hunter's legit, bro. Like that, if he's there, I feel like.
Here's my thing: if they get
Titans thinking about taking Travis Hunter, probably.
No, I think Titans are getting.
They're taking Cam Ward.
Because Cam Ward had his pro day, and the Giants immediately signed Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston.
They're like,
because they know, oh shit,
he's gone.
At least
no way
one
of
them is going to be gone.
Yeah,
so my thing is, if the Giants get Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, or Shedeur Sanders,
I mean, it's all you can't even bitch about that.
It's a win. Yeah. Either way,
whatever happens. Yeah. If they get one of those guys,
if Sanders is gone, but they're both there because
I think you got to go Carter.
Okay, fair enough.
Now, if they went Travis Hunter, I would think it was not the right pick. I still wouldn't be mad though.
2 ones.
Yeah.
A lot of teams don't have 2 ones. The ones that do generally win.
Well, because then whenever you do get a quarterback, they actually have weapons.
Russell Wilson is not a rookie.
Right.
Russell Wilson has won a Super Bowl. You give Russell Wilson 2 ones, I know he can still throw the football.
Well, and then the other thing I heard also is that Dable likes the Alabama guy, Milroe.
And they could have him in the second round.
Right. So
second round, easy. Maybe even
do that as a safety net.
Right.
You could get Abdul Carter and that guy, or Travis Hunter and that guy.
Right.
Which would be a great draft if that's what happened.
Yeah.
I would think so. I'm just saying, I would think so. But, to me, what sucks for me is I got to wait to see what the Giants do.
But imagine at 4 you get Travis Hunter.
I'd be so happy if that happened. But here's the thing, and I want to be clear about this. I keep hearing about this 32 and 8 inches, and it's got to be 33 or he's fucking screwed. Do you know the difference between the lineman from LSU, the tackle, who has been the best lineman in the best conference for the past 2 years?
Offensive tackle?
Left tackle. He's 6'6", 331. Dude's a fucking beast. But because his arms are about 1/8 of an inch too short.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This guy's going to flop. And by the way, they have the evidence of this, too. For the last 25 years. By the way, here's the problem with this.
Quarterback.
It was Kenny Pickett. I think they said he had small hands.
Yeah, here's the problem. Here's the problem with this stat.
They've been doing that.
When they say that the last left tackle with these measurements became a successful lineman, it was 25 years ago. Not every year in those 25 years was there a left tackle that was worthy, that was good enough to even be in the conversation about first-round pick. They're talking about first-round picks, not just anybody. Okay, so to me, you're going to tell me that the kid was the best lineman. By the way, in 4 years as a starter, I think he allowed 2 sacks. In the SEC?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? And by the way, he had those arms all along.
So that's
suddenly,
who you'd rather see.
I'm saying he had those arms then, and he was great. What do you tell me he can't play?
They're saying in the NFL the D linemen have longer arms and he won't be able to get to them.
By the way, you know how many D linemen in the SEC get drafted in the first round? I'd go with half of them. So you tell me he hasn't seen it already?
Yeah.
Get the fuck, come on.
And if he was a left tackle,
what are you, a Trumplicant?
He was going up against the best.
Yeah, the best down linemen. And look at how many of them from the SEC. Go up and down these rosters. And count the SEC guys on the fucking D-line. Across the league. Stop it. Oh, he hasn't seen that kind of talent. Oh, I'd argue he has.
Yeah.
Every fucking weekend. So, I mean.
So then, do you think that Travis Hunter could get out of this?
I'm saying if say both these guys are gone.
Go to the Jaguars. That'd be so good for him.
See, to me, if it's 2 quarterbacks then one of those guys should be there.
Yeah.
The other way it doesn't happen is we get to 4 and Shedeur Sanders is still on the board. That means they went one way, Cleveland went the other way, and now we're looking at Shedeur Sanders because the other 3 guys are all gone.
Yeah.
You're not picking him.
No, you're not picking him.
Because you got...
No. So to me, the left tackle, though, is still... He's there. Take the fucking kid. Take him.
Well...
Because the worst case scenario...
What if somebody wants to come up to get Shedeur? And you can get a package.
I think the teams first of all, they know the Pats don't need him. So there's no, unless it has to be 2 teams
like the Saints or something.
There has to be somebody. Yeah. It has to be the Saints trying to leapfrog the Raiders. If the Raiders really love them, that's the only way that happens.
Where are the Raiders?
6.
They're 6, but they got Geno and him and
they just got Geno, so they have a guy.
Yeah, that's their guy.
I could see Shedeur behind Geno for a year or 2.
Yeah.
The question is,
maybe not with
Pete Carroll is, but Pete Carroll's they got love fest.
You also know that next year Arch Manning is waiting in the wings.
Yeah,
so if you're one of those teams,
Panthers ain't going to.
And you know the Patriots aren't going to draft him, and you know the 5th pick ain't going to draft him. It's like, all right, well, if he gets past the Raiders, he's going to fall to us because the other teams don't need him.
They need him. So there's no need. Bryce, right?
The one threat to the Saints.
You think the Panthers would take him?
No.
Shedeur? No.
He had a
Wouldn't
good
get there.
second half of the year. The kid from
The Panthers are in a worse place than
They're like the Phoenix Suns.
no, he had a good second half of the season.
I don't know.
He has no help.
I don't know, man.
He played well.
I like Shedeur to the Saints.
played well.
I like that one. That's
He did.
a good
He
spot.
played a very good second half of the season last year, and again, he had no help.
Who is their starting quarterback? I
The
don't
kid
even
from
know.
Alabama,
Saints?
the kid who won an
Right
national
now.
title. Not the Saints, the Panthers. The
It's,
Saints,
yeah,
it's
Bryce.
Carr. It's Carr. For the Panthers, the Saints, it's Carr.
Is it still Carr? Derek
Still
Carr?
Carr, yeah.
Oh my God.
Derek Carr.
Yeah, who else?
He got knocked out
And Spencer
mid-season.
Rattler was the backup. Remember there were so many of them.
Bum he was Bailey Zappi 2.0.
Yeah.
And who's the
And the thing is, Rattler had
who's the tight
talent.
end they got?
Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill.
He could play. They had weapons, and Rattler still kept fucking it up.
I remember I picked
my
up
God.
This
Taysom.
kid just
I picked up
sucks.
Taysom Hill like off the scrap heap.
Yeah.
He scored like 50 points.
1 week. Yeah, because he score a touchdown. There's lots of ways he could score.
Rattler had all these Olave and the other kid. They had weapons, Kamara, and Rattler still kept fucking it up.
Yeah, he was.
Bailey Zappi, to be fair, as much as I bash Bailey Zappi,
Was it Cardi?
He had a supporting
first
cast.
couple
and Mr.
games of the
Rattler
season
had.
hurt his shoulder or
Carr
something,
was
right?
in and out, I feel like.
Yeah. It didn't have a good year.
No, he was in and out, but Olave
And
got
Jameis
hurt.
came in, right, in relief a little bit.
But the thing is, they had Kamara actually was healthy.
no,
most of
Jameis
it.
was on
He
the.
was in Cleveland.
Kamara was actually healthy for most of the year. Kamara
was.
He had a really good
He
year.
had a good year.
The thing is, like, Rattler had all these guys around him, and
Yeah.
he fucking
Not
sucked.
ready, though. He wasn't ready.
But the quickest way to get ready is to have a great supporting cast. And he had it. Mac Jones never had a lineup like this around him. This fucking kid walked into
Not
a
after
fucking...
Alabama,
Talk
did
about crashing a Ferrari. This kid had a Ferrari around him, and he crashed it.
Who do you got? Who's your quarterback again? Why can't I think of his name?
Drake May.
Drake May.
Drake May. Not about, but when Mac Jones
May when he's not
was
playing.
here, when Mac Jones was his first year, he makes the Pro Bowl without he never had a supporting cast.
Yeah,
like any of this.
yeah, you're right.
And Drake May doesn't
Mac
have
Jones
it now.
he's at Jacksonville now, right?
it's
Behind,
he's backing up Trevor Lawrence.
Back in the trouble.
The thing is, and that supporting cast is dwindling by the day. They don't have a lot either.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Trevor
like,
Lawrence is on borrowed time right now.
he is. I think he is.
I mean,
Man, he can't be this bad, right? Like he seemed like
he's literally Daniel Jones in a wig.
Yeah.
Look at the numbers.
They
It's
are
pretty
really
close.
similar.
It's kind of crazy.
Same with Mac Jones, but Mac Jones had no weapons. He did. Mac Jones had Matt Patricia. First of all, Mac Jones had
See,
Matt
a lot
Patricia.
of it does matter. Like
Matt
what
Patricia
team and
ruined
organization
when
you go
Detroit
to.
had Matt Patricia. How were you?
Oh,
How was Jared Goff?
listen, I'm telling you, you guys think.
Yeah, we never asked the question.
Listen.
How'd you enjoy the Matt Patricia days? My God.
listen, we're still making fun of
What
Ohio.
years he have?
Hey, bro, he's the defensive coordinator of Ohio State now.
He is now. They signed him this year.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah, Patricia.
terrible move.
Why? Why would they do that?
What a
I don't
He
know
destroyed
anybody.
Detroit. He destroyed New England, and then he fucking destroyed Philadelphia.
the fact that Philly did that.
They love this
Do
dude.
we call him a front office cancer? We've always had the clubhouse cancer. He's the front office cancer. Matt Patricia.
He's a sideline cancer.
He's a cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Wherever
amazing.
Matt Patricia goes, he fucks it up.
Remember when they brought him out of the booth in Philly?
In Philly, they know they lost 6 of their last 7. They fucking
They
know
bring
that.
him down, and he just tanked the whole season.
Yeah,
he
he's
destroyed
terrible.
them.
It's terrible.
He fucking destroyed
When
them.
I saw that, I was like, why
I
would they
remember
do
sitting
that?
here. We were here. Joel was here.
So I'm glad
We
we
were
all
telling
agree on
Joel,
this. Because
remember
Matt
this?
Patricia's terrible.
The day Philly
We were
signed,
fucking
man, we were
Joel.
laughing at Joe on the show. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you thinking? I
Joe
signed
goes,
Matt
He
Patricia.
won't do anything. He won't touch anything. He'll never see the field.
Yeah, and I said, what?
And then you were like, hey, if they're bringing him on,
Yeah.
If he touches that field once,
Yeah.
I said, if he touches that field once, you're doomed.
halfway through the season,
He was in over his head.
He
That's
lost
right.
6 of their last 7 games.
He was terrible.
I always remember him with the
my
pencil
God.
behind his ear.
Yeah, the
Detroit.
pencil.
It was
Yeah,
just
oh,
like,
dude, we
wow,
hated him.
this
We hated
guy's
him.
awful.
He got that from Belichick. Belichick used to do that.
He
tried to
hated
copy
that dude in
Belichick.
Detroit.
Dude, they lose 6 of their last 7. Then they go to Tampa Bay and get bent
Their
over.
defense was
And he
awful.
also like
He
sounded like a
destroyed
little
them.
kid. Like when he talked to her, like you go to interview him and he's like, yeah. And so anyway, at the end
And-
of the game, like it was like a weird
Yeah.
voice.
The idiot defense was he's got a degree in like astrophysics. I'm like, what the fuck does astrophysics have to do with football?
You know what's funny though?
What does it have to do with football?
Dude.
Nothing at all. I
I
don't care. I don't care if he graduated Harvard Law. What the fuck does that do with football? Nothing.
I saw an
Did
interview.
Harvard Law people become assistant coaches? No, they fucking go into law and they fucking make $1 million that way.
Or they do statistics. For
Yeah,
sports.
they don't
Yeah.
fucking become an NFL fucking coach.
Dude, I saw
no, doesn't happen that way.
Barstool interviewed him. I think it was at the Super Bowl.
David Porty's such an ass.
And
Yeah.
no. They were like, what the hell were y'all thinking? They were like, why did you think you could be an offensive coordinator? And he was like, what were y'all doing? And he was like, well, dude, Defensive coordinators think they know everything.
That was his defense?
Yeah, he had no defense. He literally had no defense. He was a good sport about it, though.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
He's a good sport about being a loser. Great. Good for you, loser. Fucking destroy Detroit. I destroy fucking a quarterback, a first-round draft pick. And then, for good measure, I go to Philly, destroy a Super Bowl caliber team in fucking 6 weeks.
And now...
That's a hell of a resume you're building
now
on,
a
man.
national champion hires
team.
me.
Yeah.
Destroy Ohio State. Well, there goes the repeat. Right?
Yeah.
The amount...
Nobody better Ohio State.
And listen, the recruiting they have right now is stupid.
I just don't understand how you could be... Probably, I mean, what? Ohio State, if valued that franchise, they're probably worth $1 billion.
Well, they were 20.
for
The
college,
roster was
yeah.
$20 million.
You know, but
Most
I mean,
expensive in the country.
Okay, so
Ohio State.
It's about to be like $50 million
But
this year.
when you think about what
It's on par with Oregon.
program generates in terms of money,
It's out of
and
it's out of
they're
control.
making
The Buckeyes are Ohio.
And they
no
are
one cares about
making-
Ohio except for the Buckeyes.
100%.
And that includes the Cavaliers
they
who are
are
doing well.
making a decision to hire. Like, how can you be that valuable and be able to make that bad of a decision?
I agree.
It doesn't make sense.
I love that you guys agree about this because I got hated on by lots of people when I was talking about this. I was like, especially
man's a
Ohio State
loser.
guys.
Horrible.
I was like,
Matt
am I missing
Patricia.
something? Matt Patricia.
Let
What?
me be very clear. You're talking to a Patriots fan
Yeah.
who saw this up close and personal for a better part of a decade, really.
Oh.
Every day we wondered how this man had a job for a decade. He was useless. Everything he fucking touched turned to shit. He was fucking useless. Tits on a fucking bull. The definition of
He's
fucking
useless.
donkey.
Tits on a bull.
In fact, that phrase, that donkey is a dickhead, that's Matt Patricia. He's the quintessential, that dickhead is a donkey. That's him. Okay, that's fucking him. Okay, he prevented Tom Brady from winning 3 Super Bowls. Tom fucking Brady. What stops Tom Brady? Well, Matt Patricia's the script of that. The Philadelphia Eagles fucking convert 87% on third down. Matt Patricia's defensive coordinator. Tom Brady throws for 500.
Gets him a head coaching job.
Tom Brady throws for 505 yards, a Super Bowl record, and the Pats lose.
I remember when they hired him, and I was like, he did just give up like 500 yards in the Super Bowl. His defense did.
He turned what's his nuts? Who's the quarterback of that fucking team? The guy did the Philly.
Stafford.
Not Stafford. No.
Nick
Oh,
Foles.
Nick
The
Foles.
Spartan
You turned
dog.
Nick Foles into a household name. Where's Nick Foles been since then?
Exactly.
Start with the back of a milk carton, motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's fucking MIA.
Hey, and
Matt Patricia turned that guy into
He
a
has a
household
statue
name.
outside
Big Dick
the
Nick.
link.
Yeah, Big Dick Nick.
Yeah.
Matt Patricia
with
made Big Dick Nick a household name. He's never done anything since. Never did anything
coach
before.
too.
Peterson?
Yeah,
Doug Peterson.
There's 2 statues of them out, and it's like I remember going
Those-
to that game.
both
and, I was
Nick
like,
Foles-
Wentz is still on the squad as the starter.
Yeah, Nick Foles and
And
Doug
they got
Peterson.
a statue for fucking Nick,
Nick
Foles.
Foles,
That's
Nick
harsh.
Foles and Doug
That's Philly.
Peterson owe their entire career to Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
He set them up for a decade because he had his head rammed
Yeah,
so far up his
we're not big
ass.
fans of Matt
Ruins a 505 Super Bowl record performance by 87% in third down. The 86 Bears couldn't do that. They beat the Pats 46-10. Matt Patricia, you suck at life. Just fucking go away. You know what? Maybe you can help Elon build his rocket. You have a fucking degree in that shit. Go fucking do that. Just get the fuck out of the league. I can't believe
they
you.
wanted to do the
And that's
Patriots
why,
way.
Joel, by the way, it's
Lions
funny.
had all
Joel's
those
the Ohio
coaches.
State guy. So first he ruined his Eagles team, and now he's going to ruin Ohio State. Hey, Joel! Can't wait for the fall!
That's karma for rooting for Trump.
That's right. By the way, yes, that's right. That's what you get for being Trump. That's the ultimate. That's proof there is a God, Tom. You know, I want to give him Matt Patricia again because he hasn't learned his lesson
Like,
yet.
oh, who are you voting for in 2028? Well,
It should be Miliaccio Izzo.
I think the Sixers will be hiring Matt Patricia.
Oh, Matt Patricia's terrible.
Matt Patricia is the
that's funny.
definition of front office sideline.
I'm glad you guys agree.
Whatever you want to call it, sideline
terrible.
cancer. That's perfect. You can't put Matt Patricia on your sideline. You're in danger.
Yeah, that's bad.
You're in danger. I mean, please, the resume is this fucking long. But in terms of the draft, the Patriots are kind of stuck in this wait and see. Like, what are the Giants going to do? Because that's going to determine everything. Worst case scenario, this kid from LSU who's a left tackle who's 6'6", 330 pounds, but his arms are 32 and 8/3 of an inch. You fucking gave him 2 sacks in 4 fucking years. Is gonna fail? I'll take him at 4. You don't have a left tackle. Take him at 4.
He's coming out with T-Rex arms. Just
Do you know what an eighth? Do you know what 3/8 of an inch is?
he's like,
See, now that's what everybody's thinking. All right, here's 3/8 of an inch.
I know what 3/8 of an inch.
I know, that's my point. This ain't T-Rex arms.
It's literally a nipple.
It's not even a nipple, is it?
3/8 of an inch.
Is it a nipple?
It's a nipple.
How do you know that?
It's a nip.
I'm just thinking about my nips as they're hard.
His nip.
Well, all right.
Hard nips,
3/8
greater than an inch.
Do you ever have soft nips? I never have soft nips.
Never.
Always.
Men don't have soft nips.
No, I've seen dudes with soft nips.
Really?
That's weird.
That's kind of
Yeah.
One of my boys, he was very self-conscious about his soft nips.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think, America? Soft nips or hard nips?
But I
Kind of
never
hard.
realized, like, if I wear a t-shirt.
You know, women always get flagged for
Yeah.
Dude,
You'll
if
see
I
my
wear a
shit.
t-shirt,
You'll see my
nips
shit
are
right now.
Ding.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it's better than having soft nips.
Soft nips on a man is terrible.
Right?
You don't want
There's nothing
you
more
don't want
nasty.
those little.
What's more masculine than
Those little
that?
puffy
Just
joints.
soft little nips. Hey, soft nips, how you doing?
Yeah. Or big areolas.
Are you wearing a t-shirt?
Hey, soft
That's
nips,
fucked up.
McGillicuddy. How you doing?
Yeah. Hey. Soft nips McGillicuddy.
You know, he might fall from 4-8 because he gets soft nips when the weather gets cold. I'm even going to be able to hack it. Like, look, if he is there at 4, the Patriots would be stupid not to take him. Because worst case scenario, if this is actually true, he becomes your left guard, which you also have a hole at. So it's like, either way, he solves a problem. Because the kid can play. And by the way, the best part about this kid was his response when he heard this. He looked right into the camera like, that's interesting. No one measured my arms for 4 fucking. They bleeped it out.
Yeah.
4 fucking
that's
years.
great.
I was an All-American in the SEC, which everybody calls the NFL D League, and I gave up 2 sacks, and I had the same arms then as I do now. But now I'm going to be a failure. Okay, whatever you say, motherfucker. Like, this was his answer to this.
That's good.
That tells me draft the fucking kid because he's going to have a chip on his
a good
shoulder like
attitude.
you read about. If you're a coach. You are wetting yourself with glee right now. That's the guy. That's the fucking guy. You need a guy. Every offensive line that's great has a guy like that on it. Okay? Trust me on
I'm
this.
sure he could probably spend the offseason getting his arms stretched too.
You need the arm
Bobby
stretch.
Brady,
I mean, literally.
Bobby Brady hangs from the swing set. The
He'll pick
Bobby
up
Brady.
3/8 of an inch.
I think he could.
He probably could.
Bobby Brady must have got at least half an inch,
No doubt.
just on that one episode. I'm just saying, he was the whole episode. He's fucking hanging from the goddamn jungle gym. I'm like, tell me they took a break. This poor kid, like, give him a fucking soda, something. He's fucking just hanging there.
Is this a Brady Bunch reference?
Yeah.
I thought you said Bobby Brady.
That's right. He never saw the Brady.
I have seen
He
it.
never seen the Brady.
Baby, oh,
Yeah, I didn't think that much when I was too young.
Oh, my nose. Oh, my nose. Oh,
Well,
my
that
nose.
was you don't play ball in the house. Remember that one? Remember the basketball when Keenan destroyed that fucking expensive piece?
Yeah.
They always say that he's having the dream, the fucking
Yeah.
ball. And then it goes back up and stops the mirror and then crushes it again.
Oh, man.
The kid has this nightmare because it was his basketball destroys this very expensive vase. The nightmare he has is perfect. It's like 10 times in a row, bang, 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 and then it stops in midair. It's like, no, bang.
Man.
The Brady Bunch is
No greater content than RJ explaining a scene from
the Brady Bunch.
a show in the
An
70s.
iconic show that Tom doesn't remember.
Tom never saw All in the Family either.
I did. I've seen reruns of it. Archie Bunker.
Oh, amazing.
Dude.
Archie Bunker.
Archie.
It's basically Family Guy. Is kind of
It is Family Guy before
yeah.
Family Guy is what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yeah, it is. It is.
That was like the unfiltered Family Guy.
Oh my God,
Oh my
Archie
God.
Bunker. Oh Lord, I mean, talk about lawsuits. If that thing was played today,
Oh my God. You couldn't have it on
Didn't they
TV.
have episodes where the who was the moving on up?
that's Good Times.
Jeffersons were their neighbors.
The Jeffersons-
was actually
didn't
a
the
spin-off
guy
of
with
All in the
George
Family.
Jefferson, they
He
had a
would
drink
come on
together.
and they would talk, right?
Yeah, they were great
Because
together.
that was his dry cleaners.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
Another great iconic
TV show.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
70s, 80s fucking. Oh my God, these shows you can't beat. Night Court.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
one,
there
what
was
was Good Times?
Yeah,
That was JJ.
Oh, another
Evans.
Norman-
Kid Dynamite and James Evans, who always had the
What
belt
was
ready
that
to whip some
family, though?
ass.
What was that family?
What was their name? It was James.
The Evans family.
The Evans
And
family.
on Good
The
Times.
Evans
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
The Evans family.
Good
James.
Times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
James.
Good Times.
That was
Different
John Amos.
Strokes. You had like
Different
John
Strokes.
Amos. Yeah.
Different Strokes. Was
Stella,
fucking,
I
yeah.
Mr.
remember
Roll.
Silver Spoon.
So
great.
oh God,
Because like my oldest
Aaron Gray.
sister, my
Dude,
oldest
think about
sister-
Aaron Gray.
Think about the crew on
Aaron
that.
Gray.
Jason Bateman was his boy.
Really?
You had Ricky Schroeder. You had Alfonso Ribeiro.
Yep.
They were all boys.
Boyhood.
And they had Freddie, who never really was super famous, but he was kind of like their dorky friend.
Aaron Gray.
Aaron Gray was
Oh
hot.
my
And then you
God.
had
Buck Rogers of the 21st century. Aaron Gray.
You also had John Hussman as the grandfather. He was
Yeah,
the
he
rich,
was good.
wealthy grandfather.
Yeah,
Who
Silver
was that?
Spoons
Who
was
was John
good.
Husband?
John Houseman did all the commercials for what was that?
Oh shit!
They earn money the old-fashioned way.
They earn it.
Or they make money the old-fashioned way. They earn it. The Prudential maybe or something. The old. They earn it.
They make fun of the new one. They steal it.
Do you remember Mr. Belvedere?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, Bob Euchre.
Yes.
Alf, of course. Are you serious?
I'll have a bacon, Lucky, and you're always trying to eat the cat. Like, I'll have a bacon, Lucky, and tomatoes.
Yeah, Alf was great.
Alf was
great show, man.
I had an Alf doll.
We all did.
I had an Alf doll sitting on my bed, probably till
Alf.
Alf
Gordon
doll.
Shumway was his real name.
Was it Alf?
Yeah,
was
was
Alf's
the
real
voice
Was
of
he
Alf.
like a little person? Or was
Gordon
that-
Shumway in the show. That was
that
his.
a
That was his name on Melmac. The
that
planet
right?
he was from.
Oh, yeah, the planet.
That was his
Yes,
name.
Melmac.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, you were really an Alf fan.
We were Alf fans. Yeah, it was great. It was a great, hilarious show.
The shows were so great.
Now, the
back
shows,
then.
Punky Brewster was
Punky
good. Different
Brewster.
Strokes. We didn't talk about that. That was
Different
another
Strokes.
great
Yeah,
show.
See, those were like, I was a little too young for that stuff. Then when I was watching TV, like TGIF, do you remember TGIF?
Yeah, of course. Like Full House.
Step by Step,
yeah.
Full House.
They great shows.
Yeah.
Great shows.
Yeah.
Dude,
all of
We're
them.
lucky, man.
Underrated
Step
game
by
show.
Step.
Step
Oh
by
my
Step.
God.
Suzanne Summers.
Yeah, seriously, I was still
That'd
alive.
be incredible.
And who was the girl, the daughter that was really out? Stacey Keenan. She was.
Charles in Charge was another good one.
I was still young enough. I could have asked her.
She's not hot anymore.
She would have said
but-
no, but I asked her.
Well, I was young, but I liked Suzanne Summers.
Oh, everybody loves. Oh, who didn't? Patrick Duffy. It was the husband.
Step by Step, you're right.
Dallas.
See, I didn't
He was
watch
he was
Dallas.
Bobby Ewing.
That's Bobby Ewing.
Bobby
Oh,
Ewing.
yeah, Dallas. My parents.
Bobby-
watched it. We
oh my
watched
God,
it 'cause my
Dallas.
parents
Did
watched
y'all
it.
ever watch Supermarket Sweep and Shop Till You Drop?
I watched that too.
No, I never watched them.
I didn't watch it.
Dude, Supermarket Sweep was the shit.
Yeah.
They would run around the fucking
To try to put
grocery
as much
store
in
and
it.
try to like put shit in their cart.
Yeah.
I would always
Quick, no
dream
one's
of
looking.
doing it.
Well, the camera's right on
I'd
him.
fucking be flooding shit.
See, Double Dare. I used to dream about that. That'd
Double
be
Dare
fun.
was good.
Prices.
Who wants to find the marble in the oatmeal? That's a UHF though.
I mean, no, the shows growing up were. I mean, people got too sensitive. Those things were.
They
so
did,
funny.
man.
Too
They
sensitive.
did.
And look, as I've always said to him,
Fresh
it's
Prince of
not, it's
Bel-Air
not
was
what a
good, too.
person. It's not what a person says. What a person does.
Yeah.
But to his point, there are some things where you can go over the line. He's not wrong about that.
Dukes has it.
So there is a line. Well, Catherine Bach is everybody's.
Forever.
Daisy
Dude,
to everybody.
that was such a
Catherine
great
Bach.
show.
There's three women in the history of television: Catherine Bach, Daisy Duke. What's her name? Fucking Carter. There, Linda Carter, Wonder Woman.
Linda Carter was on Dallas too. Remember?
Yeah, she was. She was Wonder Woman. There's like three. I forget the third one with Kelly Bundy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Married to
There's three women that everybody goes.
Adam,
When
you
you,
know,
when
talk
you
about a guy who
say
had two
when you
amazing
say the
shows.
name, there's three women. I don't care if they're around our age. There's three women you mention, and every guy does the same thing. Like every guy. Oh yeah, her. Oh yeah, her. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking those three. Those
Married with Children.
There are others, but those
and
three.
Modern Family. That's
Modern Family.
That's a smash. Like
Oh, Ed O'Neill. Ed O'Neill
is the man.
Ed O'Neill is the Tom Hanks of
What a
television.
career.
Oh
Yeah.
What a career.
He's
Al
got two
Bundy
iconic
and
characters.
yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Modern Family was amazing.
We're still big.
Yeah.
We watched the Connors, but we were big Roseanne fans too as a kid.
You
and
know,
That show used to be good.
Yeah,
then, and
Roseanne-
the Connors is still hilarious. They got a lot of money in that show, man.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing
After
to
they
cast.
had
it.
to kick her off because she was such an asshole.
Yeah. So they basically killed her off the show.
They killed
And they redo the show called The
We're gonna kill
Connors,
her
and
off.
it's even
She's a Trump.
Darlene's kind of like
bad
the
when
lead
they
role
kill you
now.
off.
But it's
Darlene
outstanding.
was a good
This is they're on the
character.
last season this
Yeah.
year, but they just
Dude,
introduced
Dan was the shit.
two new characters.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Last night they introduced, or the most recent episode, Jane Lynch is their attorney, right? Because they find some loophole where they can sue for Roseanne.
This is Roseanne.
Yeah, it's called Connors now.
Connors.
So Jane Lynch walks in. You know Jane Lynch from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
She was like the
yeah, yeah.
Jane Lynch, hilarious. And then in another scene at the bar, Seth Green just all of a sudden shows up.
That's
Like,
great. That's
the old Becky, Becky, her older sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her boyfriend is Sean Astin. Fucking
Oh,
Rudy.
shit, yeah,
So
Rudy,
like
Rudy.
you look at and then his new
And
wife,
also Bilbo,
Dan's new wife
Bilbo,
is
right?
Peggy Bundy. Is Katie
Oh,
Sagal.
Casey,
Yeah.
who just got a star recently on the Hollywood Boulevard.
So like
Did get a
this,
star.
hey, that's just what's in it now.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy
That's
to
pretty
think
impressive.
of the amount of
That's
money
a
they
pretty
put into
impressive,
that.
I
Yeah,
roster.
rarely
It is.
watch like network TV anymore. I watch.
we just
TV.
DVR it. We still watch.
I watch TV
Law
on
and Order,
Netflix and HBO
SVU.
and that stuff.
We love Organized Crime. That's a great show with Stabler.
We're watching because we're biased. What's his name? Dennis Leary, which is he's a semi-retired military general.
No.
Going Dutch is
What's
what it's
the show?
called Going Dutch.
What's it
It's on. Is it on Fox? You have it. It's on regular TV. You both can see it.
Okay.
It's fucking hysterical. He is fucking great.
I
Dennis
still watch
Leary
Grey's Anatomy.
is timeless, and his daughter is like this generation, and they just go back and forth.
Did you guys ever watch This Is Us?
I did for a little
hate
while.
that show.
You hated that show.
I lost. It lost me after the
Really?
first 2 seasons was good.
Casey loves it.
Yeah, first 2
it's my
seasons
favorite
I
show.
liked. It lost
Arguably
me.
my favorite show of all time.
It lost
Really?
me. Really?
Oh man, it was so
I liked
good,
it for
dude.
the first 2 seasons.
Yeah,
It
you
lost
gotta
me.
you gotta rewatch it.
Yeah.
I don't like the actors on it.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like Mandy Moore is so hot.
Mandy Moore is Mandy
Jesus
Moore.
Christ.
Yeah, but
Underrated, I think.
a hot
I think
woman's
she's
not going to
underrated.
get me to waste my time on a show.
Yeah, no, I understand. She becomes more the mom toward the end of the series.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
I mean, she is the mom, but you know what I mean? She's a hot mom, and then...
But, like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
stopped.
There's so many characters in that show I can't stand.
Wow, you gotta watch that again, man. I think my wife and I loved that show.
It was I liked the
Yeah,
first 2 years, and then
And
we just,
A Million Little Things was really good, too. We
I
watched
don't-
that all the way to the
I
end.
don't
That was
like
a really
the
good show.
network TV shows.
You'd
that
have
are
loved
like-
that show. It was about Boston.
It's like
Yes, it was.
over-dramatized
Yeah, I never got into it.
soap opera acting.
What's that?
Like, shows like that are like over-dramatized soap opera acting.
I don't know. That's pretty funny, man. There was like a lot of good characters, a lot of funny characters in that.
This Is Us?
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that you make you well up too, man. It was some pretty deep stuff, man.
It's all
anyway,
overacting.
this rabbit hole
think
brought
so.
to you by Mr. Rabbit Hole.
Yeah.
I don't know which one of them started it, but
it's good. A Million Little Things. I'm
this was a
surprised.
group-
That's
this
something
was
you
a
got.
group
That's
project.
something you got to binge watch too. Is
What?
A Million Little Things
Man,
because of the Boston connection.
Anyway, last thing before we go out there, we know where the draft is going. At least we don't, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll certainly keep you updated as we get closer because obviously we're going to hear more news about this. Last thing tonight, tomorrow, and Tom and I covered these guys last year. Anyone think from the Virginia Cavaliers? Our boy. Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
Benny
Actually,
Blanco.
it's Evan
Carlito.
Blanco
Remember me?
from Austin Prep in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
A lefty. Throws some gas.
Throws some
Where are they
gas.
playing?
Is it North? It's not North Carolina. I forget who it is. But he's pitching tomorrow. We didn't forget about you. They are currently ranked. I got to go where they are ranked. They had a kind of a rough start to the season, but they won the national title in 2015. The Virginia Cavaliers, and they put 2 guys who got drafted in MLB last year from that roster. I actually went to see them play against Carolina and watched this kid pitch from Massachusetts. Kid's good.
Solid.
He's a
Solid.
junior. He's gonna get. He's gonna be. Actually, I think Red Sox scouts are gonna be seeing him tomorrow.
Really?
So yeah, that's the thing about tomorrow. I think it's Red Sox. The team's coming down to scout him.
Yeah.
So good luck to you tomorrow, Evan Blanco. We will be watching
They're hosting Pitt
Pitt, ACC baby.
for the Heroes Appreciation
Yeah,
Weekend.
The Panthers.
The Panthers. So they're going against the Cavaliers tomorrow. So Mr. Blanco, hey, do your thing. You represent Massachusetts. I expect you to act accordingly. We'll be pulling for you. And if not, we'll just rip you. Don't worry about it. But anyway,
Just rip you.
I love you, Evan. I have a picture with him. Great
4
kid.
o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a picture of this kid. He's a great kid, hard worker. He's a great kid. I hope whatever happens to him, he deserves it. He works hard. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. What's his? They have his record. They have,
So their record in conference is not that good.
no,
this
they're
year.
struggling.
No, they haven't played that many games already, have they?
Yeah, they have. Baseball started in March.
18-13,
Yeah,
7-8 in the conference.
yeah.
So they got some winning.
They got work to do.
Yeah,
They had some work to do. How's it? Look up Evan.
yeah. I'm looking for.
We're checking your stats now, buddy. But this is a great kid. And
That's tough.
he had a
That's
very
cool,
good
man.
sophomore year. He was supposed to pitch in the Cape Cod League last summer, but because of all the NEC work, they told him to shut it down for summer, which was a smart move.
Yeah.
So he didn't pitch. We were up there in July. We were going to go see him play, but he didn't. He stayed out of it because of the mileage on the island. They were like, all right, no, take
Man, that was a good one. That had some noise to it.
that was
yeah.
a rip.
That was a total rip.
That was thunder crack.
That was close to a
That was
splat
oh
on
my
Lofi.
god!
Wow.
I told you we ate chili.
Oh my god! That's chilling.
Sorry.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
god!
So you got to watch A Million Little Things. You got to do that. It's such a Boston show. You would love that show.
Now I gotta breathe.
And Tommy Izzo's got to jump back into. He's got to get.
Oh my God.
he's gotta get comfortable watching
Thundercrack.
this, I tell you,
Thundercrack
man.
strikes
That's a
again.
great show, man. The way it ended and everything, man. It was-
How
those were
many
two shows.
seasons was it?
I think it was 7. God damn, it's got some. It's bad.
That's gonna linger.
Yeah, it's
that's
linger.
gonna pull a.
That's
That's
linger.
gonna pull a cranberry.
7.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
Can you smell it yet?
Yep.
I can't
Yep.
find-
Yep. What are you saying now for you here? Or Step Brothers? I can taste it. Yep. Ketchup. A little bit of onion. Yeah.
I can taste it.
Did you fart? I don't know.
I can't find any stats for him.
No, your phone froze up because of the fucking smell.
This is
Your
Virginia
liver
stats.
spotted hands off my mother.
I can't find Evan Blanco.
He's not on there?
No Benny Blanco
there
from the
he is.
Bronx.
Where is he?
All right, his ERA is a little high this year.
Yeah, what is it?
6.75.
That's a little high. Record.
He's 1 and 2.
You say Tucker?
So
Something about Mary? Remember Tucker?
Yeah. So he's due for a big
18.2
We'll give you
innings
a
pitched.
good rogering,
What if he was hurt?
Mary.
That's a lot of innings. He hasn't pitched a lot.
On average.
Yeah, that's
Only
bad.
4 walks.
It's probably time to wrap.
Is it still there?
No, it's gone. Thank God. Man.
That one had some stick to it.
To quote one of the funniest quotes ever when I was a kid, my dad would crawl up your ass and died.
Yeah.
The first time my father said that to my brother, I'm like, did something actually crawl up his ass?
What did?
That must have hurt, right?
Oh,
If it
yeah.
crawled up there, it was alive. When you're a 10-year-old and you hear
You're
that,
thinking-
you start breaking it down in your mind. Like, did something crawl up his ass? That must have been uncomfortable. Was he asleep? How do you not know that?
Terrible.
And then it died. This is what happens. This is why my wife gets on me about swearing in the house, because my son always hears the shit he's not supposed to hear. I have not said this to anyone because my stupid son would fucking say it to his fucking professor, his teacher in class. Would crawl up your ass and died. It's fucking,
I mean, that's a classic fart line.
It is. But you have to
I
be
hear
a
that a
connoisseur
lot.
of
I
fine
hear that a
farts.
lot.
You do, but you're a thundercrack.
Well, yeah, you have to, in
have
order to invoke that type of
Yeah, you have
comment.
You have
You have to
to
be able to be blazing out.
You have to have peeled the paint off a few walls.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like the reverse bum blasting, essentially.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like no one's blowing smoke up your ass, Chirulo. Do you remember Wildcats?
Yeah. Oh, man.
With Goldie Hawn as the coach, and they had Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes and everybody.
Wesley
in
Snipes was in that movie.
Yeah, and then Chirulo
Woody Harrelson.
was like you, but a better athlete. He's fucking.
Oh,
this dude
I'll tell you another
would
good
bust
movie.
ass. All age. He goes, nobody's blowing smoke up in. And then Chirulo rests for him. She goes, no one's blowing smoke up your ass,
Yeah.
Chirulo.
I had Broderick watch Bloodsport the other night with me.
Really?
He had never seen it.
Kumite.
And we both were kind of laughing. I was like, this is some really bad acting, but the action scenes were epic.
The acting
Like,
is
the
atrocious.
action scenes were awesome.
But
Dude, when the
but
big,
acting
when
is
the big
terrible.
white guy gets killed
Oh
in,
my
the,
God.
in the Kumite.
Yeah. Well, he starts celebrating. Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're talking about. You're not talking about
Donald Gibb.
Ogre from
Donald
Revenge
Gibb.
of the
His name's
Nerds.
Donald
Yeah,
Gibb.
yeah, yeah.
The
Donald
actor.
Gibb.
No, the big
He
white
didn't
guy.
die though. Remember, he
No, he was in the hospital. He gave him a
yeah.
concussion.
Oh, I thought he died.
But then he took the headband off and he put it on his leg.
I know, just teasing him.
You're next.
Didn't he stomp
Chong
on his
Li.
head?
Yeah, he fucking.
That was another guy. I think he killed one of the guys. Chong Li.
He
killed
was
somebody
Bolo
else.
in Bruce Lee's the one that made him famous. One of the island there. What was the Bruce Lee one?
Oh,
Last Dragon?
The last or the
What's the last?
Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
Is that
He
the
was-
one with Kareem?
That's one. But I think he
No,
died.
that's like the second or third.
No,
one
but he
did.
died on set on that one. The last one.
He died
Brandon
before
Lee.
the movie got released.
Yeah, before it got released.
He
Yeah.
slipped into a coma.
Well, Brandon Lee died on the Crow.
He was
talking
shot
about-
by accident. It was supposed
He
to be
died
accident,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
Crow.
Yeah, he died in the Crow.
Oh, on the Crow. That's right.
That's
yeah,
Brandon,
yeah,
his son. Yeah, Bruce Lee died right before, like a week before the movie got released
Yeah,
internationally. And
would you
that's
say
what
he
made
took
him
like
famous.
some aspirin or something? But I think he took something else and then he
He
died.
was asleep. He slipped into a coma and died. 32 years old.
Crazy.
And then his son got shot by a gun that was supposed to have a blank in it.
Yep.
Right.
On the set of the Crow,
Fucking-
which was a
how does
great
that
movie.
Crazy.
I don't
It's
know.
like
This
it's
is-
like the Alec Baldwin thing.
no, it makes you wonder.
How?
Just makes you wonder, how do these things happen?
How would you
These
ever
don't
have
sound
a
like-
bullet near a gun that's on
How
the
does
movie
Bruce
set?
Lee at 32 in the prime
Yeah,
of his
because
life
that
die
same
in
thing
his
happened
sleep?
with Alec Baldwin, right?
Alec Baldwin shot and killed somebody.
Yeah. But he didn't know it was loaded, right?
Apparently not. But why would you put real bullets?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It's
I mean, I guess it's like the biggest mistake ever. Like, you're supposed to get blanks and you get real bullets.
yeah.
Man,
Why even have blanks, though, honestly? Just put the sound in.
put the sound in. And
Like,
then
it's
give the
not-
guy a button he can push and looks like
Right,
blood.
yeah, I mean, like-
Yeah.
You tell me there aren't ways around this?
Right.
Come on.
Why even take the risk? that
Why
there
take
could
the
be a
risk?
bullet?
Well, the realism of it. Well, great, he's dead now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, it was really.
And now, by the way, now he's going to be brought up on charges. He didn't fucking know the gun was loaded.
Well, he's going to get an Academy Award for that acting job. Oh, wasn't acting. He's dead.
Wait, he really died? Well, shit. we
Actually, I
should-
think
I guess we should give him
Alec
the award.
Baldwin shot a woman, I think.
Was it a woman?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sad stuff, America. Sorry to end on a sad note. Anyway, we'll be back on Monday or Tuesday this week.
Monday, Tuesday,
whatever.
Wednesday,
something
Thursday, Friday,
like
Saturday.
that. They would
One of
never.
these. Maybe Sunday.
Tommy, don't make me feel old.
Owed.
Tommy. I know you're trying to be respectful and everything, but when you call me that, you make me feel old. So just call me Bobby or Coach.
It'll always be so great.
Where do you want me to go, Coach? I'm going down to third base.
Going out there. We're gonna get two.
Shaq,
What was it called? Two in a.
You want to go out there and get two in a barbecue?
Two in a barbecue.
Hey, boy, that's what they make washing machine powder for, boy. You in the wood chopping business? That's what they used to yell if you swung the ball over your head. You in the wood chopping business?
Two in a queue.
But see, this is why the Bad News Bears, the original was so great, because Walter Matthau would say this to the kids.
Or
the guy goes, "You think clean the pool?" And he goes, "Can you jump in?" He goes, "No." I go, "Bro, don't jump in, you'll flood the valley."
if somebody
barbecue. That's so great.
Two in a barbecue. If somebody would let the ball go under their glove, get your butt down, get your butt down.
You can still hear.
That is fucking Buttermaker.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are.
Two
But
in a barbecue.
Shut up.
I looked that up one day and like on AI, and it's a great explanation for it.
Did it?
Yeah, it came right up.
Was that an explanation?
It was a southern, commonly used in the South term that was
I
like
might have to watch the Bad News Bears.
losing and then going to like taking the people to eat or something like that. Two in a barbecue.
I want two in a barbecue.
Yeah, we're going to get two in a barbecue.
Like it. Anyway, you guys enjoy your two in the barbecue. We'll be back. I don't know, who knows what happened this weekend, but we'll be back at some point, whether it's Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. But anyway, for the
Sunday,
one,
Monday.
the law dog, the dog of the law dog. Highly question one. You boys and girls, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the Masters. You didn't think we were watching, Brian, but we were. Actually, we were trying to, but we fell asleep. I digress. We'll see you guys next week.
This is a beautiful.
You guys know the drill.
This is a beautiful putt.
Two
coming left to
barbecue.
right on the green. Yep, looks like he struck it a bit too hard, and his cock is in his hands. We'll see you tomorrow, folks.
Two in a barbecue. It's like you're going to catch two L's and go get some.